If you're between the ages of 65 and 80, stop scrolling. This message could literally add years to your life. There's one simple test, one powerful indicator that scientists and doctors agree could predict whether you're destined to live past 100. Do you want to know if you have it? Stay with me, because if you can still do this one thing, it could mean your body is decades younger than your age. But we won't stop there. We'll break down 6 vital abilities that long-lived individuals between 65 and 80 almost always retain. Let's begin. The first ability that shows you're destined to live to 100 is called balance. Yes, balance. It might sound simple, even basic, but don't underestimate its power. If you're between 65 and 80 years old and can still maintain your balance without support, even for just a few seconds, then you're showing signs of a body that's aging more slowly than most. Think about it. Balance isn't just about standing still without falling. It's a full body signal. It tells us your muscles, your nerves, your inner ears, and even your brain are all communicating effectively. And when those systems are working in sync, especially as you age, it means your body hasn't lost its rhythm. Here's a simple way to test it. Can you stand on one foot for 10 seconds without holding on to anything? If you can, that's fantastic. You're showing one of the same traits that researchers have found in people who live past 100. And if you can't quite manage it, don't panic. This isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. What matters most is noticing where you are and knowing that balance, unlike age, can be improved with practice. In one major study, older adults who couldn't balance on one leg for 10 seconds were almost twice as likely to face serious health risks in the next 10 years compared to those who could. That's a huge difference for such a small test. And here's the good news. Balance can be trained. Activities like yoga, tai chi, and even simply standing on one leg while brushing your teeth can make a real difference over time. But why does balance matter so much? Because it's the foundation for nearly everything else. Walking, climbing stairs, avoiding falls, staying independent. Every year, millions of older adults lose their independence because of a fall, and balance is the body's natural defense against that. So if you can still balance at this stage in your life, you're not just doing well, you're thriving. It means your body still listens to itself. It responds, adapts, and holds steady. That single ability says more about your biological age than your birthday ever could. So next time you're standing still, try this. Slowly lift one foot a few inches off the ground and count to 10. No support, no walls, just you and your balance. If you can do it, you're not just steady on your feet. You're standing at the edge of a longer, healthier life. The second ability that reveals you're truly destined to live to 100 is called grip strength. Yes, grip strength, something so small, so often overlooked, yet so powerful. If you're between the ages of 65 and 80 and can still hold on tightly with strength, control, and confidence, then your body is telling a story of resilience. You see, the strength of your grip isn't just about your hands. It's a reflection of your overall muscle health, your nervous system, and even the aging process of your entire body. Research from across the world has consistently shown that people with strong grip strength in their later years live longer, have fewer chronic illnesses, and enjoy a better quality of life. A strong grip often means strong heart health, good circulation, and well-functioning nerves. And it doesn't take special equipment to test it. Try this right now. Take a softball, like a tennis ball, and squeeze it as hard as you comfortably can. If you can hold that squeeze for 5 to 10 seconds without discomfort or shaking, that's a good sign. It means your muscles are still firing with purpose and your nervous system is doing its job. Why does this matter so much? Because grip strength is connected to nearly every daily task that allows us to live independently. Opening jars, holding bags, turning doorknobs, lifting groceries, even getting up from a chair. If your grip begins to weaken, it can be an early sign that other muscles may follow. But if your grip remains strong, it's often a sign that your entire body is aging more slowly. Doctors now use grip strength as a simple, fast, and effective test of longevity. Some even call it a vital sign, just like blood pressure or heart rate. And here's the remarkable part. Improving your grip is possible at any age. Hand exercises, resistance bands, light weights, even gardening or using hand tools regularly can make a real impact. You don't need a gym membership. You just need consistency. There's also a psychological component. A firm grip suggests confidence, alertness, and energy. Think about it. When someone shakes your hand with strength, It sends a message of vitality. When you feel strong in your own hands, you're more likely to move with confidence, engage in life fully, and take on challenges without hesitation. So if you're 65, 70, or even 80, and you can still hold on tightly, if you can still grasp, squeeze, lift, and hold, that's not just strength. That's survival. That's your body proving it's still in the fight. And maybe, just maybe, it's a quiet but powerful sign that you're destined for something more, something longer, something like 100 full years of life and beyond. The third ability that shows you're destined to live to 100 is called walking speed. Yes, walking speed, how fast you move when you're simply walking from one place to another. It might seem like a small thing, but it's one of the most powerful indicators of healthy aging. If you're between 65 and 80 years old and you're still walking with a steady, confident pace, you're already showing signs of longevity. Because walking speed isn't just about your legs, it's about your heart, your lungs, your brain, your muscles, and your coordination all working together in harmony. Researchers call walking the sixth vital sign, right after blood pressure, pulse, and other traditional measures. In fact, studies show that older adults who walk faster than 1 meter per second, that's just over 3 feet in 1 second, tend to live longer, experience fewer hospitalizations, and are less likely to suffer from mobility issues. When you think about it, walking is something we do without thinking. But as we age, the way we walk begins to reveal a lot. Slow or hesitant steps can suggest declining strength or balance. On the other hand, a steady, energetic pace is like your body's way of saying, I'm still strong, I'm still here, I've still got years ahead of me. Imagine this, you're in a park, walking with friends or family. If you're able to keep up with them without feeling winded, without needing to stop and rest every few steps, that's not just physical ability. That's a marker of youth inside your body, no matter what your birth certificate says. And if you feel like your walking has slowed a bit lately, don't worry, it can be improved. Regular walking, short uphill strolls, and mindful stepping exercises can help retrain your legs and boost your pace. Even something as simple as timing yourself during a short indoor walk can help. Try walking 10 meters in your home or outside and see how long it takes. If you're under 10 seconds, that's excellent. If you're over that, you can still build up. It's not about competing. It's about knowing that every step, every stride, every moment of movement is either keeping you younger or slowly allowing time to catch up. Walking fast isn't just about getting somewhere. It's about what it reveals, that your legs are strong, that your heart is working, that your mind is focused, and that your desire to keep moving forward hasn't faded. So if you're 65 to 80 and you're still walking with purpose, you're not just walking. You're sending a message to the world and to your own future. You're not done yet. You're in motion. And that motion might just carry you all the way to 100. The fourth ability that proves you may be destined to live to 100 is called flexibility. That's right, flexibility. It may not seem as dramatic as heart rate or blood pressure, but if you're between the ages of 65 and 80 and you can still move with ease, if you can bend, twist, reach, and stretch without pain or stiffness, then your body is quietly telling you something important. It's telling you that age hasn't locked your joints and time hasn't taken your range of motion. And that's a powerful sign of longevity. Think for a moment, when you get out of bed in the morning, how do you feel? Are you stiff for the first 10 steps? Do you have to brace yourself to reach down and tie your shoes? Or can you move fluidly without effort? These little things, how easily you move through your day, are big indicators of how your body is aging on the inside. Flexibility reflects not just muscle health, but also joint strength, ligament function, and spinal alignment. And when all of these are working in harmony, it means your body is aging slowly, gracefully. Studies show that people who maintain flexibility into their 70s and 80s are more likely to stay independent, avoid falls, and enjoy a higher quality of life. Why? Because flexibility supports every movement you make. Sitting down, getting up, turning around, even reaching for something on a high shelf. These all depend on your body's ability to bend without strain. When that ability is lost, daily life becomes harder, but when it's preserved, it becomes a silent superpower. The good news is that flexibility isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something you can improve, even in your later years. Gentle stretches, yoga poses, tai chi movements, or simply reaching down to touch your toes every morning can open up joints and release tension. You don't need to be able to do a split or touch your head to your knees. What matters is that you can move your body in ways that feel free, not forced. There's also a deeper truth here. Flexibility isn't just about the body, it reflects your mindset too. People who remain physically flexible often remain mentally flexible, more open to change, more willing to adapt, more likely to stay active and engaged in life. So if at your age you're still able to move with comfort and grace, then your body is not frozen in time, it's flowing through it. And that flow might just carry you forward all the way to 100. The fifth ability that shows you're destined to live to 100 is called mental sharpness. Yes, mental sharpness. If you're between the ages of 65 and 80 and you can still remember details clearly, follow conversations easily, and solve problems without feeling lost or overwhelmed, then your brain is doing something remarkable. It's aging slowly. And that mental clarity is one of the strongest predictors of a long and fulfilling life. Mental sharpness isn't just about memory. It's about how well your brain communicates with itself. It's the speed at which you process thoughts, the clarity with which you make decisions, and the confidence with which you navigate the world around you. If you're still remembering appointments, recognizing familiar faces instantly, recalling stories from decades ago, and engaging in meaningful discussions, you're doing better than most. That kind of mental performance is deeply connected to brain health and in turn to longevity. Researchers have found a strong link between cognitive function in older adults and the likelihood of reaching very old age. In fact, studies show that those who maintain good memory, attention, and language skills well into their 70s and 80s are much more likely to live longer, and not just longer, but better. Because what good is long life if your mind isn't with you to experience it? Mental sharpness also protects you. It helps you make safe decisions, manage medications, respond to emergencies, and maintain your independence. It's what allows you to keep control of your life. And the amazing thing is, it can be strengthened, just like a muscle. Reading, doing puzzles, learning new things, playing strategy games, or even engaging in regular conversations with friends can boost mental agility. Social interaction itself is like a workout for the brain. You see, your brain loves novelty. It thrives when you challenge it. So don't be afraid to take on new hobbies, learn new skills, or explore unfamiliar topics. Whether it's learning a few words in a new language, trying a musical instrument, or simply switching up your daily routine, every bit of variety stimulates the mind. And here's something powerful to remember. Staying mentally sharp isn't just about avoiding decline. It's about enjoying life. When your mind is alert, you laugh more, connect more deeply, and appreciate every moment more fully. So if you're in your late 60s, 70s, or even heading into 80, and your mind still feels sharp, that's not just luck. That's a signal of strength, a sign that your journey isn't winding down, it's still unfolding. And maybe, just maybe, your sharp mind is the very thing that will carry you all the way to 100. The sixth ability that shows you are destined to live to 100 is called positive social connection. That's right, positive social connection. If you are between 65 and 80 years old and you still enjoy regular conversations, maintain close friendships, and feel emotionally connected to others, you are showing one of the most powerful signs of a long life. Because human connection is more than just emotional comfort, it's biological fuel. It literally strengthens your body from the inside out. Research across decades has shown that older adults with strong social ties, whether it's with friends, family, neighbors, or even pets, live longer than those who feel isolated. Social connection boosts your immune system, lowers blood pressure, reduces the risk of depression, and even protects your brain from cognitive decline. In fact, loneliness has been shown to be as dangerous to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So if you are still engaged, still laughing, still sharing your thoughts and feelings with others, you're doing something deeply right. And connection doesn't have to mean large gatherings or constant socializing. It can be as simple as a weekly phone call with a friend, a walk with a neighbor, a kind word exchanged at the grocery store, or a regular chat with a loved one over tea. The power lies in the emotional warmth, the sense of belonging, the feeling that you matter to someone else. That feeling keeps your stress levels down, your hormone balance in check, and your will to live strong. People often underestimate the healing power of conversation, of touch, of eye contact. But when you maintain these bonds as you grow older, your body rewards you with vitality. That's why in the world's blue zones, places where people routinely live to 100 and beyond, strong social networks are one of the most consistent factors. These people live in communities that prioritize togetherness, where elders are respected, included, and valued. And that love and connection is a form of medicine. So if you're 65 to 80 and you still find joy in relationships, if you still laugh with others, listen deeply, give and receive affection, then your life is rich in one of the most essential ingredients for longevity. It means your heart, both emotionally and physically, is still full. And a full heart often leads to a longer journey, a journey that doesn't end with age but grows more meaningful as the years pass. And perhaps if you keep those connections strong, it will be those very relationships that walk beside you, step by step, all the way to 100.